Happy Saturday, everybody. We are here on an unusual day because life has happened and we need to get some budget videos filmed. Today, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about my husband's budget. If you're not familiar, Mr. Snowgardener and I do budget separately. So he has got a budget to share with you guys today. We're also going to be doing some cash stuffing and we are going to be doing some savings challenges that are going to go towards our mortgage payoff.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Here we are with my husband's 2-week budget. I go ahead and draft up a rough budget for my husband with the bills that I know that are due and some goals that we've talked about. I send it to him, and before it's finalized and before I write it all nice on this paper, he lets me know if he wants to make any changes or not. So my husband gets paid every 2 weeks, so this is his first paycheck for the month of January. You're also going to see that he's utilizing some sinking fund money today. So between his paycheck and his sinking funds, he's working with $3,920. One of the things I want to address, because it has come up, you're not going to see a lot of the normal bills that other people might have on their paycheck to paycheck budgets, such as car payments, such as power for the home, water for the home, car insurance, things like that. The reason why you won't see those on my husband's budget is because I do go ahead and cover those types of bills because he pays the mortgage in full. And so it works out well for us to do it that way. And the mortgage, he's going to pay it with the next check. So you're going to also see credit cards on here. While we don't carry a balance, we do use credit cards on a day-to-day basis. We have figured out how to use credit cards responsibly and not carry over balances. So my husband has his venture card, $756.78, with a $3.22 roundup that is going to go to Australia. I don't like dealing with dollars and cents on my budget, so I love rounding them up and putting it towards a fun trip. And for his venture, he did purchase a pair of work boots for himself. So the $320 that came out of sinking funds was utilized to pay this right here. The other portion of this credit card is mostly food and such that he has when he works out of town. His paycheck does include a daily per diem that helps him pay this. And then Cabela's $9.95. I'm pretty sure that's a subscription. That is a credit card as well. Roth, $625. If he pays $625 times 12, then he is going to have $7,500 for his 2026 Roth, meaning that he will fully fund it. And then he's got Hawaii for $500. If you guys watched my last video, you know that we bought a Hawaii trip, even though it's not in the budget right now. So now we are trying to pay it. Now that's unusual for us. Usually we budget for something and then buy it, but we went a little bit backwards this time. So we've got $3.27 going to Australia, $1,895 going to these 4 bills. So that leaves $2,025. Then down here, you see just a couple things. My husband and I each put in money to our fun category and our home category. This is something that I actually carry in my wallet, that if he utilizes, I take the cash out, I deposit in the bank, and I pay it towards a card or whatever. If I use it, I try to use cash. So $100 cash there, $1,925 left. Then we've got sinking funds. So he's got his subscriptions, garbage. See, there's a bill, right? Every 3 months, he puts into that every 3 months. Motorcycle insurance. I don't pay for his motorcycle insurance. He does that himself. Holiday, gift, clothing, PTO. This is paid time off. Mr. Snowgardener has taken several unpaid vacations over the past couple months, so it's time to go ahead and start adding some more money in. Land tax, escrow, pets, home, Sam's Club, and savings challenges. Mr. Snowgardener is going to be putting money towards the savings challenges that you will see me playing on a weekly basis. If you watch the daily games over at TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, he is also helping me to fund those because it's all going to our mortgage. This means right here, we've got $1,810 going into a sinking fund or a savings challenge. He's got another $5 roundup for subscriptions. That leaves him with $115. Down here, you'll see we have month ahead for $100 and rollover for $15. I'm going to address the month ahead in just a second. Rollover, we never like to leave our accounts empty, and I like to pad it a little bit just in case something happens and I've forgotten something. Australia, $8.27. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. You're going to see the cash envelope breakdown. You're also going to notice that I have some little letters and some little check marks. This is for all of the placeholders that you see right here. And the placeholders I did not pull out yet, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. You can actually just buy a set of these from Amazon, and you can easily get them. I add stickers. You'll see that I've got different ones here too. You can get them from different creators. You can make your own. You really don't have to spend money to budget. You don't need a budgeting kit. You don't need anything. If you've got a piece of paper, a pencil, a pen, you can create a budget. So we're going to go ahead and do the cash stuffing, but I want to show you guys first his month ahead and how I keep track of his month ahead. So here is his month ahead. We decided, or he decided, to go ahead and take his month ahead that he had compiled and move it to his emergency fund. So right now, his month ahead sinking fund only has $32.96. These are the needs and these are the wants. So the first thing we're going to do is fund the needs. So needed is $1,500 for mortgage, Roth $625, garbage $40, subscriptions $45, land tax $50, home $50, pets $200, motorcycle insurance, he needs $50. I'll tell you guys about this in a second. Escrow $110, so $26.70. This budget that you saw right there, I had $100. So between all of these right here is $100. So $40, $42.96, and $17.04 is $100. I took this $32.96 balance, put it right here, and added another $17.04 for $50. So that means motorcycle insurance and garbage are fully funded, and subscriptions only need $7.04 more. So this is what he's going to do. Once he gets a month ahead, again, he's going to move it into his emergency fund. This way it's easier. We've got small little chunks that he's putting towards ultimately an emergency fund. Then we've got all of the wants. This is what he wants every single month. Now, wants a lot of times don't get filled. So these are kind of like goals, right? We've got travel for $200, holidays for $100, gifts for $100, clothes for $100, vroom vroom, that's the name of the category, $100, guy things and stuff $100, giving $100, and PTO $1,000. So that's $1,800. And so between needed and wanted, we've got $4,470 for this to be fully funded. That is how he's going to work through this. And this is a brand new way that we're doing this. So I did want to share that with you guys. So let's go ahead and do some cash stuffing. First, though, we have to go through the cash and look for A bucks, D bucks, and G bucks. I've got all of his cash right here. I believe. Yes, this is it. I think I already faced it. I sure hope I did. Because of course, when I get it from the bank, it comes all crazy like. It looks like I did face it. Thank goodness. So let's go ahead and put all of these bills in here except for the ones. If you have never seen me collect bucks before, we collect A bucks for Australia, D bucks for diving or vacation. My husband and I love to scuba dive, and boy, it's an expensive hobby. So we try to save every dollar we can for that, and every dollar does add up. So let's go ahead and work our way through these bills, doing our buck search, as I call it, and we'll see what kind of bucks we can find. Now, G for garden, right now, I'm actually saving that to get some concrete poured. That's what I want. I want a concrete patio in the back for a shed to go on, as well as a covered area for our barbecue grill, and I would love to get a black stone or something similar to it to cook with. So that is what the G bucks are going to, and D is definitely going to diving. We do have diving that we need to pay for in Hawaii, so we're going to need about $1,400. No, we're probably not going to be able to fully fund that through collecting $1 at a time, but it will help, right? Every dollar adds up. And so we're getting some of every bill, which is always nice to do. We will stuff these after we do the budget. And all of these ones are for savings challenges anyway, so it's not like this is cutting into his budget for saving for something else. So those are all A bucks, D bucks, and G bucks. Let's go ahead and see what we've got of each thing. And so we've got G, A, G, D. A lot of times I try to put them in the wrong category. The A bucks are the hardest to get where I live. If you're not familiar, you can Google and see where everything was printed. That's what the letters stand for, is where it was printed. Why did I grab a C? I guess it was hopeful that it was a G. So we've got 3 A bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 D bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 G bucks. And you guys, I happen to have a couple more D's and G's right here, so I'm going to add them in so that when we do our bucks, we can go ahead and get those done. So let's set those off to the side. We need to go ahead and first grab out the money that we need for our home and our Home. Fun and home. Okay, good. First, I thought I didn't have it on the list. I do. So I like to go ahead and break these up because it's $25 for each. So I like to actually split them up. And now what I need to do is I need to grab a sticky note. I love my sticky notes. And I need to put a sticky note on here so that I can put them into the safe. They go into a money bag in the safe to be utilized later in the month. So this is actually going to go for January, week 4, and because of the way that I've done things, we've also got a February week 1. And then I just set these aside. That way I can keep track of them. I don't forget what the money is for, and we just paper clip them together. So let's go ahead and get that done. You can utilize any sort of system that works for you. And just remember, once you find a system that works for you, don't just get stuck in it. If you see something new or you think something might work better, go ahead and do that. All right, let's go ahead and fill Mr. Snow Gardener's binder. So we've got Mr. Snow Gardener and we have the adulting binder. We're going to need to put money into both of those. The adulting binder is no fun. No money is going into Vroom Vroom or Guy Things and stuff. You can see it's empty. Emergency Save. I just told you guys how he's adding to the emergency save. So we've got his subscriptions right here, and we're actually going to do $45 in placeholders. So let me get my placeholders organized a little bit better. I just pulled them out of the drawer. I probably should have had these, already pulled, but hey, it is what it is, right? I didn't do it, so now we'll do it very, very quickly. And this way I can easily grab placeholders when we need them. I do like to put stickers on my placeholders, which you can see, and that is because it is just an easy visual for me to know, hey, that is not real money. But you see that 5 right there doesn't have a sticker on it, so I must have missed it. I do have more stickers, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull that 5 and put it off to the side so that I can go ahead and utilize it later. I didn't grab very many hundreds out, and I'm going to need a few more. You'll see some of my 100s are laminated, some are not. That's because I've gotten them from all different kinds of people. And it's just really nice to have a good stash of placeholders. So subscriptions is going to go ahead and get $45. Look at how cute this sticker is. Cozy Feet. And so when people send me stickers in my packages or anything like that, I go ahead and put them on my bills. So it makes it super nice. So $45 there. Garbage is going to get $40 as well. And I started doing more placeholders because I didn't want quite as much cash in the house. And of course, some people I know don't do any cash, and you don't have to. So $50 towards motorcycle insurance. Then we've got holidays. We are going to put cash in here. This is empty, so we're going to go ahead and add $20 into there. Gifts, we're going to go ahead and add another $20 into. Clothing, we're going to add $20 as well. Nothing for giving. It is empty, you guys. We just had a huge expense for that, so $20 for clothing. PTO is going to go ahead and get $500, but we are going to put placeholders in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And actually, I probably should have grabbed a $500 placeholder, but for right now, we're just going to go ahead and put these 5 100s in there, and it will be just fine. And just like that, Mr. Snow Gardener's binder is stuffed. So easy peasy. I can only imagine how fast I would film this if I wasn't, or how fast I would do this if I wasn't filming. So now we're going to go ahead and go to land tax. That's going to be the first thing in here. Land tax is going to go ahead and get a $50 placeholder. I used to keep everything in cash for land tax. Then I changed my mind and I decided, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it differently. Then we've got escrow, and we have got 2 different stacks here. We have got insurance and we have got tax for the home. Insurance, we're going to go ahead and put $60 into. So 50 and 60. And for our taxes, we're going to go ahead and add a 50. And I'm keeping that off camera because I do have a little slip in there for my county tax. So just like that, escrow got a total of $110. I am so excited to have our own escrow. Depending on the mortgage and how much you have left and what your financial institution says, you might be able to take over your own escrow. So pets is going to go ahead and get $200. And no, we did cash. That's right, because we were low on cash. So I need to grab 2 50s and 5 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, and 1. And I like to keep cash for the pets for the groomer. So you can see here, I only had $65. That is why I decided to go ahead and grab some more cash so that I've got it. So when they go to the groomer, I can pay her in cash. I try to pay people like my groomer, my massage therapist, stuff like that. I try to pay them in cash. So home is also going to get a $50 placeholder. Mr. Snow Gardener and I each put $50 into this. This is our long-term sinking fund for a home, not to buy a home, but just to try to keep our maintenance here, right? And then those are my subscriptions. Sam's Club needs to get a $100 placeholder. And then all this cash that's left, you guys, is for savings challenges. That's right. So this is going to go into our savings challenge cash. And I've got a separate bank bag that I keep that in. And so we're going to go ahead and add that in. This is what I was down to for savings challenges. And do you guys see this right here? We've got January week 3 right there. So now we're going to be able to say January week 4, January week, or February week 1. This is exactly how I keep it. And then let's go ahead and get out some money for savings challenges. We are going to be utilizing $150 today for savings challenges. And I just want to get these in order, and we will go ahead and count out what we need. So $150, we most likely are not going to use a 50. So we'll go ahead and let's do 120 first now. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah. 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 120. Let's do 30 ones. I think that's a good amount to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So we need 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And I hope you guys saw that I didn't actually grab a bill that first time, so I didn't double count it. So all of this money will get set aside for us to be able to do our daily challenges and other savings challenges. And of course, I will be adding to it as well. So let me go ahead and clear this off, and then I'll be right back with some savings challenges. Let's go ahead and get these bucks stuffed where they need to go. I did have to take a break really quick because I forgot that I had to print a new A-buck tracker. So I had to print it so that we could put these 3 Australia bucks into here. And I like to use my dot markers. If you guys are interested in these dot markers, they are listed down below. So we're going to go ahead and start off with 3 new ones for Australia. I love that these dollar bills really do add up. So then we've got D is for diving. And I don't remember how many of these we had. I'm sure you guys do, but my brain is totally gone. So we need 10 of the D-Bucks. I don't think we've got it. 10 of the D-Bucks, and we will be able to deposit $25. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do have 10. So let's make sure. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Amazing. Now, if you're wondering what happens to these, they go to the bank, you guys, and I have a high yield savings account for vacation or D or diving. So we're actually going to go ahead and use a new tracker next time. Sometimes I go back and forth with the X's, but we're going to go ahead and start off with a new one for the next time. But I am going to go ahead and grab one of these that I've already got printed out. And D is for diving / vacation. Amazing. Then we can start with a new one. Then we've got G is for garden. And I don't know, it doesn't look like we have too many here. Nope, I don't think we've got enough to max this out. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh, there's a D in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 more dollars into here. And then we'll go ahead and add that D where it goes. So 14. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Perfection. And then we don't have to have an empty D envelope. How exciting is that? And we'll start right there. Perfect. So our bucks are done. That's one thing we can mark off of the list. $25 going to diving vacation. That can help pay for the Hawaii diving and vacation, so that's a good thing. We are still working on Christmas books, you guys, because I don't want to waste them. This is one of my books right here. It's called It's Beginning to Cost a Lot Like Christmas, and I have been working through this for quite some time, but I want to finish it for the most part. There is this one right here that's quite intense that I don't know if I'm going to worry about finishing that one. We do have 5 rolls that we need to take right here, so let's go ahead and do these. So we've got a 2 and a 5 and a 2 and a 4 and a 1. So we've got $14 that needs to go there. So 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I forgot to leave a sticky note out for us to keep track. I like to keep track of all the challenges that we put towards the mortgage just because it's fun. That's really all it is. You don't have to keep track. And so we've got mortgage, and this is, we're just going to put believe, and this is going to be on 110, and we've got $14 for believe, and believe is all done. Merry Christmas is done. This one's done. So we've got 4 scratch offs. We're going to do all 4 of these because this is only a $25 challenge. So let's take a look. What do we have? 5 plus 1 plus 3 plus times 2, 3 times 2. So that would be 6, and then 11, $12. And so look at how cute this is, you guys. I didn't scratch these off. I should have. I had so much fun at creating this one because I thought it was so fun. So 6, 11, $12 going in for this one. And that one, we're going to call that one Meowie because it says Meowie Christmas. Another $12. So 10, 11, and 12. What else do we have left? Do we only have a couple coloring things? I think we do. Let's go ahead and do a couple Christmas roll and saves here and color them in, but we won't worry about completing it. Let's just do, I say we do 4 rolls. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do 4 rolls, and whatever they are, we're going to call it good. So let's do 4. So we've got a 4. I'm just going to exit. 4, a 3, a 5, and another 3. So we've got $15 more for that challenge. So we're going to say roll and $15. And I don't know if I want to get rid of this book or not yet. I don't know. Give me a thought. Do you guys think I should go ahead and finish this Christmas roll and save and the color and save that's towards the back? Because we've got the candy wherever it was. It was somewhere there. I think it's second to last. This one. Let me know what you guys think. I try not to waste challenges if I can help it. But you guys, I love Christmas. You know I do. But I want to move on to some other challenges. Then we've got our hot cocoa challenge. This is from my friend Janelle Ray Budgets. We are going to go ahead and do a few of these. What color haven't we used yet? I think we've used this color, but it's a dark one and you guys can see it. So we're going to do cocoa. And I don't know if we can finish the whole page. Let's see. Let's try it. And you guys, the way that it works is depending on what I roll, depends on how much I save. So I've got whipped cream, so that's $5. I've got whipped cream again, so another $5. I've got wild. This says times 2 your next roll. And we've got caramel, which is 4, so that's going to be 8. We've got whipped cream, $5 again. We've got whipped cream again, $5, and now I'm getting marker on my dice. We've got whipped cream again. I guess we're finishing it, you guys. Whipped cream again? Really? How many times are we going to roll whipped cream? Whipped cream, you guys. I think this dice is messed up. One last one. Something besides whipped cream. How about candy cane? How about a wild? We got to times it times 2. A marshmallow. Okay, so that will be $6. That challenge is all done. A great big huge thank you to Janelle Ray Budgets for this challenge. So we've got 10, 20, 30, 35, 41, $49. Hopefully I still have that. Yeah, I should, right? 49, 20, 30, 40, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, plenty there. that one was pretty fun. That added up to be a lot for those by deciding to finish it out. But like I told you guys, I'm getting tired of the roll and saves. I just am, or I'm getting tired of the Christmas roll and saves. So you guys, I have decided that we are going to go ahead and do something that's not mortgage. We're going to do 1 to vacay. All right. So we won't add this on here, and we'll put this money aside into a different pile. This is from my Life's a Beach Savings Challenge book. You can buy this physical product from me just like this, or you can actually get it digitally and you can print it. You can do it with or without stickers. That's up to you. So we've got to get a dice. The way that this works right here is that if you roll a 6, you get to scratch. It's very hard to roll a 6, right? And so I have said that every 5 rolls, if I don't roll a 6, I get to scratch. So let's see what we can get. So 1 plus 2 is 3. There's a 6. Perfect. So we've got $3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and scratch one. So not a lot is going to be going to vacation, but a little bit is. So we've got $6 going into vacation. So I'm going to put a couple of those ones back. We've got 6, just a little bit of something going to something besides the mortgage. And of course the vacation, that's going to go to pay for Hawaii. Now we're going to go ahead and do one of my newest games that I got gifted to me. And this is our fruit machine from Drew over at Ready Budget Go. Comes with a set of dice. And we're going to go ahead and roll a d6 to see how many times we should play this game. Okay, it says we should play it twice, so that's what we're going to do. And this is going to the mortgage, so I'm going to go ahead and write fruit on here. And we're going to play twice, so let's see what we can get. Now, with this, it says you may hold dice and re-roll up to 3 times. So the way that I've been playing it is the original roll does not count. So we've got 2 watermelons, so we can try for watermelon 3 times. Oh, look at that, you guys. So $7 there. So that was one of our games. That was a good one, okay? And then, oh my goodness, we don't have anything on there. I'm going to roll with the whole thing again. Oh my gosh, look at that, you guys. $10. Did you see that? I need to go to Vegas. So we've got $17 for our fruit challenge. A huge thank you to Drew for this fun game. Make sure you guys go check out Ready Budget Go. And then you guys, we're going to go ahead and play some Shut the Box. I don't know how much money we've got left. If I can put these dice away, we'll be doing good. I know I probably should have just done this off camera, but I don't want them to get lost or anything silly like that because funny things tend to happen, right? So we have got our Shut the Box and let's get playing. We are going to, what do we want to use our markers? No, the markers do okay on there, but they're not my favorite. Those are the, of course, wet erase marker. I still prefer these ones right here. These are the gel markers is what they are, or the gel highlighters, I think they're called. And they just are my favorite. So for Shut the Box, if you've never played before, you roll 2 dice and whatever you get. So right here, if I had 8, I'd have to come up with a combination of 2 numbers that added up to 8. So it could be 8, 7, 1, 6, 2, 3, 5. That is how that works. All right, we are going to go ahead and do purple. That's right. And we're going to say, no whammies, no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. Let's get going. So we got a 10 right off the bat. So we're going to go ahead and do a 9 and a 1. And I need to go ahead and make that go up further. Perfection. We got a 12. So we're going to go ahead and do 8 and 4. If I fill all of these in, then I will save $25 towards the mortgage. We've got a 6. And so I'm going to say no whammies, big bucks again. And we got an 8, so we're still alive. We've got a 5 and a 2, or I'm sorry, a 5 and a 3. So we've got a 7 and a 2 left. So if we roll a 7, a 2, or a 9, we're still alive. We got a 3, so we owe $9 for that one. Let's go ahead and color this one in. Uh-oh, I didn't close that one. Looks like it's still fine. I don't think I've ever left one of those open before. So $9 for that first one. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, we're going to keep playing, you guys. I think we should do orange of some sort. I forgot to say no whammies, big bucks, big bucks. Luckily, it wasn't the whammy. The whammy in Shut the Box is snake eyes, which is 2, because of course you can only roll that one way. Okay, 5. And we've got a 6. I haven't shut the box in a while. I would love to do it. We've got an 8. Okay, come on. No whammies, no whammies. Big bucks, big bucks. We've got a 5, and we can do a 4 and a 1. I always try to use 2 last if I can help it. And we've got a 9. Okay, so now we have a 3 left. That's it. So I'm going to roll 1 die, and if I roll a 3, then I will have shut the box. Oh my goodness, you guys, we shut the box. Look at that. $25. Whoop, whoop. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yes. So the $3, we are just going to put that back into the savings challenge money. And how much did we get for shut the box? I love it when I shut the box. I don't know why. It's just so much fun. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $34 for shut the box. And I hope I didn't make any mistakes. It seems like I've been making a lot of mistakes lately when it comes to adding and everything. Let's go ahead and talk about where the mortgage is sitting right now. Let me grab out my mortgage tracker and show you guys where we're at. So this is my monthly mortgage check-in, my mortgage payoff monthly check-in. You can see I've added all of these in. So right now we are at $127,284. And on the last set of games, I decided to put 2 games on each line because it was taking up so many because we're playing so many games. So we're going to go ahead and put on here and say Believe and Meowie. And so the 2 of those together is 26. So we're going to say minus 26. And today is the 10th. Well, you guys, it's actually the 9th, but you're going to see it on the 10th. So we've got 127,284 minus 26. And I know you guys probably cannot see that. I apologize. 258. We're going to go ahead and roll this on over here. I've got another sheet here that is done. So we're going to put this here, 258. And we are going to go ahead and use this line as well. So we're going to go ahead and say roll and Cocoa, $49 for that Cocoa, you guys. How funny is that? So roll was 15, Cocoa was 49. So minus 64. We'll do math here in just a second. And we've got fruit and shut the box, and we did shut the box. So exciting. We've got 17 plus 34, so minus 51. So we've got 127,258 minus 64, 127,194 minus 51, 127,143. And where did we start? 128 minus 128, 976. And this includes our regular payment too. Don't you guys forget that. But so far this month, we have paid $1,833 to our mortgage plus interest. I go ahead and subtract the interest out, or I add the interest back in. So the interest for our mortgage this month was $282.14. And of course, that is going down a little bit each month. And yeah, you guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you guys tomorrow because I am going to be filming my budget, and we've got more savings challenges to do tomorrow. I think we're going to go ahead and start a couple new things. I have got a binder for Christmas. I've also got a binder for my grandbaby. So I think there's going to be a lot of savings challenges tomorrow. Also, you guys, my grandbaby, I'm not going to give you guys the exact date, but February is when my granddaughter should be here. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4,